Good evening, this is your AI host, J. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on January 2, 2023. BBC Radio 4 The Light We Carry by Michelle Obama. 8 inspiring things we learned from Michelle Obama. Ukraine claims hundreds of Russians killed by missile attack. Syria says Israel strike puts Damascus airport briefly out of service. Reuters. Damascus airport reopens after Israeli raid kills Syrian soldiers. Al Jazeera English. Damascus airport hit and 4 killed in Israeli strikes on Syria. The Telegraph. Israeli missile strikes put Damascus airport out of service. The Independent. Israeli strikes on Syria put Damascus airport briefly out of service, kill 2. As an ex-BBC presenter, I want to hear a vision that goes beyond cut, cut, cut. Rescuers race to free Vietnamese boy trapped in shaft. BBC, rescuers in Vietnam race to free 10-year-old boy trapped deep inside narrow shaft. The Independent, massive rescue op for 10-year-old who fell into 35-meter hole in Vietnam. NDTV, rescuers race to save boy who fell into 115-foot shaft in Vietnam. CBS News, rescuers battling to save boy, 10, trapped in 115 feet shaft after New Year's Eve fall. Hunters go home empty-handed on first day of Sweden's biggest ever wolf cull. New COVID variant could be the one to watch out for in 2023 after surge in cases, expert warns. Sky News, doctors warn new COVID variant XBB.1.5 is spreading in the UK and should be a wake-up call. Manchester Evening News, what is XBB COVID? The new Omicron variant that has led to surge in cases. The Independent, doctors say new COVID variant XBB.1.5 should be a wake-up call for UK. Birmingham Live, XBB now dominant COVID variant in US. Croatia begins new Euro and Schengen zone era. BBC, Croatia takes final steps into EU with open border and Euro switch. The Guardian, Croatia joins Eurozone and Schengen area. BBC News. BBC News, opinion, Croatians wary about joining Euro. DW, English, Croatia ditches currency to adopt Euro and join border-free Schengen zone. Germany calls for fireworks ban after attacks on rescue services. The Guardian, Germany condemns New Year's attacks on fire, police officers. The Independent, German Defense Minister lambasted over nye Ukraine message. DW, English, Germany vows crackdown after brutal New Year's violence. Bloomberg, Berlin welcomes New Year with fireworks. VOA News. Australia helicopter collision, 4 dead in mid-air incident over Gold Coast. BBC, 4 dead after helicopters collide near theme park in Australia. Evening Standard, 4 dead after 2 helicopters crash near SeaWorld in Australia. The Telegraph, 4 dead after helicopters crash on Gold Coast near SeaWorld. Sydney Morning Herald, 4 dead after 2 helicopters collide over Australian SeaWorld theme park. Pele's coffin carried to stadium as Brazil bids farewell to football icon. Sky News, thousands of fans line up to pay their respects to Pele at 24-hour wake inside Santos Stadium. Daily Mail, RIP Pele, football's first superstar and the greatest of them all. The hard tackle, Pele to be buried on 9th floor of cemetery so he can see pitch that made him famous. The Mirror, FIFA's Infantino will ask every country to name stadium in honor of Pele. Thousands of Catholics pay respects to former Pope Benedict XVI. The Guardian, Pope Benedict XVI, lying in state at the Vatican begins. Evening Standard, Pope Benedict XVI, thousands pay respects at the Vatican. BBC, the Pope and the Jews, how are we to assess Benedict's legacy? ABC News, analysis, Pope Benedict XVI, a man at odds with modern world leaves legacy of brilliance, controversy. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.